Simeon Panda here.
Ulisses here.
And it's been a long time since we trained together. I know you guys have always been asking, like, yo, when should we train together? Obviously, I'm in LA, Ulisses is in London, but when we get the chance, we hook up, make it happen. Exactly. Yes. So today, we're actually going to do something specific. You guys are always asking for arms. You know, how do I build bigger arms? You know, what's your arms techniques? Today, we're going to give you that. We're going to give you 3 special techniques that we use to build our arms.
Yeah, it's going to be really good, guys, because what we're going to do is focus on power movements first, and then we're going to go into isolation, and then we're going to go max out in either a drop set or a superset. And that way you can shock your biceps and really make it grow.
And these are the things that we've used to build our arms, you know, and you guys, you know, you're always asking, so we're going to learn today the special techniques that we use. Ready? Let's go.
Let's do it. So guys, I usually do what we call movement sets or warm-up sets. Basically just get a couple of sets really light, sometimes just a bar, or add a 5 kg on there and just kind of rep it out. So you can just basically get the muscle prepared for loading. So usually it's just a bar, no loading on there, a couple of sets, warm up properly, and then you start adding on the weights, which obviously is gonna, you're gonna feel the difference. But make sure you warm up first, it's very important. All right, guys? Warming up is good. Usually, like if you're doing legs or something, you jump on a bike, you warm up for 5-10 minutes. It's very hard with upper body, obviously. You can go for a light little run or something on the treadmill, but a lot of us guys just want to get into the weights. So if you're one of those guys that want to get into the weights, I'll suggest you just do some warm-up sets. 2 or 3 warm-up sets, get the body prepared, get the muscle prepared for loading, and then you can rock and roll, all right?
You haven't sussed it out yet what the first tip is. The first tip is that you do your most taxing exercise first. That's it, quite simple. And that is why we are doing the barbell bicep curl, because it's such an awesome bicep exercise.
Any muscle group that you're training is a power movement right off the bat. If you're training back, it's usually deadlift.
Yes.
If you're doing legs, it's squats.
Yeah.
If you're doing shoulders, it's overhead press. I mean, we all know it. So for arms, biceps in general, is the barbell curl. There's nothing for mass and power.
Nothing
you can't go wrong with that. So we tackle that first and hit the power movement first. And then the other fancy stuff like isolation, cable work, drop set, superset, you can play with that in there. But make sure you get your power movement first because you're fresh and you're ready to go.
That's the tip. You start with the most taxing exercise. And what did you notice when Ulisses was giving those examples of all the exercises that are the power movements? They all have a barbell. That was the overhead press when you're doing a military press, your barbell squat, and your deadlift, all barbell. And the barbell is the best for your bicep curls, you know, and they'll give you the most mass on your arms. So that's tip number 1. We've warmed up, we're gonna get heavy now. You're gonna see us work. Let's go. Come on. Good. Up, let's go. Up. There you go.
Yes. I do a lot of volume work myself, drop set, superset, etc. But I love training with the monsters like Simeon because that just takes me outside of my comfort zone where I'm going heavy. So, but keep in mind, whatever you're doing, do it at your own pace. You don't want any injury. Train smart. He could probably get 10, 12 on this. I could probably get 8, maybe 9. So stay within your zone so you don't injure yourself and just train smart. So guys, we did the first exercise, now we're moving on to the second exercise. The second exercise is all about isolation. We're isolating the biceps even more so we get more activation on there. You know, how we're gonna isolate that is using the arm blasters. And also, we're going to incorporate 3 grip movement into this actual exercise. So it's actually really good. You're going to hit the bicep heads from different angles. So let's go.
Yeah, like guys, you see us use these and we always ask you, what is the purpose? What is the purpose? Isolation. And that is why we are advocates for arm blasters, because as we've said, you want a power movement. When you you also want an isolation exercise, and nothing's going to provide isolation better than an arm muscle.
For me, and also probably for Simeon as well, I've been training over 25 years. And the thing is, one thing that's worked for me and I know works for a fact is when you're training any muscle group, you need to hit it from all different angles. So for example, biceps, you want barbell, you want dumbbell, you want to hit cable, you just do some variation. Variation is going to really help you because you're targeting the muscle groups from so many different angles. And that's no different with biceps. We do the barbell, now we're going to do isolation, and we'll go to another third movement. But let's focus on isolation. So this first one, it's pronated, and basically we're going to curl the dumbbells together.
Yep, let's go.
Perfect form. He's got massive arms, so it's hard to touch him. But three grip movement on the biceps. The key thing is isolating it so it's less swinging on the back, less movement on the elbows, less movement on the shoulders. So you isolate it and then you incorporate the 3 grips on the curl, and that will really give you that pump that you really desire for your biceps.
Yeah, and a lot of you guys are always asking about forearms exercises. That first grip that we started with is awesome for your forearms, and you can actually do that with a barbell as well. So. Damn, that was crazy.
Felt that. Keep a good weight, because when you use the arm blaster, one thing you're gonna find is you're not using the same weight you would when you're not using the arm blaster.
Can't cheat.
So as you put this on, you got to drop your weight a bit, and you're not gonna be able to cheat as much. So start with a moderate weight, work your way up slightly, but don't go too crazy. All right. The key thing is getting the activation. That's what you
100%.
want. All right. Once you get that, you're going to stimulate muscle growth. Simple as that.
Okay guys, we have got the most amazing pump from these.
Yeah.
We want to share it with you. We want to give you the chance to get the arm buster, and we're going to give you a discount code. But how much should we give it?
20%?
I'm cool with 20. 20%, last 20. Put the discount code in either of our websites, last 20, get yourself an arm blaster, plenty of colors, and just improve your arms training, man, and increase the intensity, the isolation, and just get it involved.
The key thing is we want to make sure you get results.
100%.
I say that with a lot of my clients that I train, online clients. It's all about results. So if you want bigger arms, you want to get an arm duster. It's going to help you with isolation. It's going to help you with activation. So last 20 guys, check us out.
Okay guys, we'll save the best till last. We're going to show you a failure set. Now, this is just the best way to finish your session, finish your arm session. You've done your big compound movement, you've done your isolation, now you want to finish strong with an intensifier,
Well, the key thing is when you do like failure sets, it's just, you just kind of maximize it to the end. And that's what you want. You want to like leave nothing unturned in your workout. That's why I love doing failures at the end of my workout. So that's key. The other thing too is fatiguing the muscle. When you fatigue it to the end like that, and you probably add like a drop set on there, it's insane. So the intensity level is up. You're taking it to the max, and that's what we want to do. We want you to get results. We want you to maximize your workout. We want to make sure you stimulate growth in whatever muscle you're training. Okay, guys? Let's do it.
Exactly. So, guys, when you're doing this, it's cheap and safe. So it's one thing that there's always a bit of a grey area with, and that's how is cheating good in a workout? Is it safe? Can I do it? Now, you're going to see us do it, but we're going to do it in a safe manner. And remember, this is something that we've done at the end. So you don't want to be doing the first few sets and you're already, breaking your form. No, that's not what we're trying to teach you. This is just a technique to really get the last out of your workout.
Let's work. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Up. Two more, come on. Up. There you go. Let's go. One more. Come on. Up. Come on. Yeah. There you go. Get it. Come on, get it. Let's go. Up. Come on. Up. There we go. Come on. Let's go. 7. Let's go. Let's get it all. Two more. Come on. Up. Come on. Up. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Up. That's failure, guys. That's failure.
But yeah, after that set, Ulisses just killed me. So I'm about to kill him too. So
that's how you spot it. You don't lift it for the person. You let them work. They suffer. So if you're training with me, you're gonna suffer because I'm not spotting. My spot is like a finger.
Yes. Yep. 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 Still more. Let's go. One more. Get it. There you go. Let's go. There you go. Nice. One more. Up. Yep. There you go. Nice. Nice, come on. Keep it going. Reps. Nice. Let's work. Let's go. Yes. Let's go. Oh, there you go. Nice, you got one more. This is it.
Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. The key thing to this third exercise is finishing strong. Finishing hard, finishing strong. And like I spoke earlier about variation too. The key thing to muscle growth and keeping your training going, especially for for both of us, we've been training, I don't know, almost 40 years combined, is challenging yourself, doing different variations, changing things up that's going to stimulate growth continuously. So that's why I love variations. That's why I like a lot of volume work, drop set, superset. So this works very good. But again, one thing I want to say, you also got to hit some strength stuff on there. Yeah. So that's why I like training with someone like him, because he gets me on the strength part. So he made me suffer there on the last.
He made me suffer with the stingy spot.
So when it comes to spotting, I'm a bit stingy. But the key thing is, if you have a partner that you train well with and you vibe with each other, you make each other work.
100%.
You make each other grow, and that's what you guys got to do. So get a partner that you can train with in the gym, and that can push you as well. So when we get the opportunity, we always link.
Oh, always. And guys, obviously, if you haven't got a training partner, you could just go straight to the drop set. Drop sets are another awesome way of just getting the last out of your muscle. So if you can't do the failure sets like we did when you have a spot, just go straight to the drop sets. You know, set up a few. If you're doing dumbbells, set up a few lighter dumbbells so you can squeeze a little bit out. But what you've learned today is the principles that we follow with our arms. You know, so that's what we're just trying to teach you. 3 principles. So we didn't do a full workout in the same manner that we did, but we showed you the techniques that we use, and that was compound movement first, isolation, and then finishing with an intensifier, whether it be failure or whether it be drop sets. Those are the principles that you could add to pretty much all your other muscle groups as well. Compound, isolation, and burnout. You know?
Yeah, and if you do this with all muscle groups, like you said, you're sure to see results.
Oh, 100%.
That's the key thing.
100%.
So we want you to train, we want you to obviously see the results, and that's why we bring these information and bring these videos to you. So I hope you guys like it, and
guys, follow his channel.
And also make sure you follow my man Simeon's channel. I know I've been slow on the YouTube.
I wasn't even gonna let him just cut off like that. Guys, tell this guy what you want to see, you know? So comment on his channel. So it's Ulisses World. That's the channel, right? Ulisses World. Comment what you want to see, and Ulisses is gonna start banging it out for you. You guys know that I'm gonna keep bringing you stuff. So
guys, we appreciate the support over the years. You guys have been really good to us.
Awesome, man.
And we really appreciate that. I know we don't do as much videos as we can because we live in different continents.
That's the only reason, guys, man. That's the only reason. But when we get the chance,
we make it happen.
Make it happen.
So thanks again, guys. All right, until next time.
Peace.